The Piggy Bank Heist. Today is the day I've been waiting for a long time. Finally, I will not have to worry about money. I will finally be able to live like all those other rappers that I've always looked up to. Today, I will acquire enough money from that mansion to last me years. There will be great years to come of not worrying about money, contemplated Michael. He had staked out the mansion for weeks and had chosen today for the day of the actual robbery. He had everything accounted for, or so he thought. Sitting outside the house, Michael took the list of things he needed out of his pocket. He went through his checklist of things that he needed to complete his heist: his duffel bag, his gun, and his car. Short and concise, just how he liked his list to be. Okay, it is time, Michael thought. He slowly but surely got out of his car, grabbed his bag, and walked towards the house, trying the whole time not to look suspicious. He walked up to the steps without turning off the engine or shutting the door of his car, so that he could make a quick getaway. When he reached the door, he tested the lock. Perfect, he thought with delight. This is going to be too easy. He opened the door slowly and looked around to see what the most valuable items in the house are. He spotted only a golden statue inside the door and a large bowl of coins before the alarm started to blare. It was so unexpected, Michael nearly soiled his pants. Crap! Michael shouted, looking around furiously in order to find something to take, so that this whole thing would not be a huge bust. The only thing he could think of, or see, was the large bowl of coins that he saw when he had opened the door. As fast as he could, Michael ran to the bowl of coins, threw it in his bag, zipped the bag shut, and ran out the door. With the extra weight from the coins, it took longer than Michael wanted it to. He was in such a rush he did not realize that the bag had caught on the finger of the statue, which in the process had cut a small hole in the bag. It was just big enough that the coins could slowly slip out of the bag. Even though he did not notice the bag rip, the one thing he did notice and caught all of his attention was his car squealing away down the street at high speed. "Wait, that's my car! You can't do that to me! I'll kill you, I say! I'll kill you!" screamed Michael furiously at the mystery person that was driving off with his car. Without knowing what to do, Michael started to run in the direction of his house. Nearly 10 minutes into his getaway, his speed had slowed to a jog, or a slow trot. That is, until he heard the sirens start up. That, along with the rest of the events of the day, had pushed him over the edge, not just making him sprint even through his exhaustion, but also making him soil his pants. He arrived home running out of the last bit of adrenaline that he had. He only had enough strength to take the bag that he had slung on his shoulder off and throw it on the couch, then collapse on the bed. He was out cold in seconds. When he awoke, the circumstances were even worse than before he had crashed on the couch. There was a police officer standing over him, holding Michael's duffel bag and gun. He thought it was a nightmare, so he tried to run. This got him a face full of the officer's fist. When Michael came to his senses, the police officer claimed that he had followed a trail of coins from the crime scene to Michael's house. Michael was silent, just thinking about what was going to happen to him now. "I was so stupid to think this could work," was the last thing he said as a free man.